Many people across the state dealing with the damage left behind by flooding. Look at this video. This spring, we've seen floods all across central Texas. A lot of people have questions now about the best ways to clean up and repair the damage left behind by rising waters on their homes and businesses. Here with some answers, Heather Massey, Vice President of Communications and Community Relations with our Better Business Bureau. It's a pleasure to have you back with us here on Midday.
Thanks for having me.
All right, let's start. This can be a real headache. I mean, people don't understand the damage these flood waters can do. And it's really important when you get damage like this to act quickly, isn't it?
It is. You want to act quickly, but the first thing you want to do before you panic is contact your insurance company. They're all going to have different rules and regulations within your policy, so you want to make sure you talk to your agent and understand what your policy will cover. A lot of policies don't cover flood damage. They might cover water damage, which is different. Once you do that, then you're going to know the scope of work. You want to go ahead and take photos and videos of the damage, so that way you have everything prepared when you are going to go out and look and hire a contractor.
You know, that's an important point I hadn't thought about. Water damage isn't always flood damage. So it's really important to read that insurance policy. What are some other tips some people can have that might be going through this right now?
Yeah, well, when you are looking to have some repairs on your home, you want to make sure you get at least 3 quotes. Why we say this is a lot of people are just going to go for someone that's really, really cheap. You want to get those bids, you want to compare the materials, the scope of work, any warranties or guarantees, and the lowest cost might not necessarily be the best one. You might have some guarantees for a little bit more money, so make sure you get at least 3 quotes or bids and just take your time in making that decision.
And you see it a lot when we have severe weather, hail, strong winds, floods. Scammers are knocking on doors trying to get you to commit to something. That's always a red flag, isn't it, when somebody comes to you instead of you going to them?
That's right, because you don't know who you're dealing with. We call them storm chasers, and they'll come by after a flood or hailstorm. They knock on the door and they say, hey, we can make these repairs very quickly. Don't contact your insurance company. Just pay us cash up front. We'll get it done fast, right? You're kind of desperate. You want your home back to normal, your car back to normal, but beware. You don't know who you're dealing with. You have 0 guarantees, and oftentimes they want cash up front and they never complete the work.
And it's always important to not just talk to one person, right? Is it okay to get like a bid when you're going to get the repairs done to your home, just like you would if you're adding a room to your house or something like that?
Absolutely. You always should. You really want to talk to the person that's going to be in your home making these repairs, because they likely are not going to be overnight. So do your research. You can do that at our website at bbb.org. Find reputable businesses that you want to work with and request those quotes. Have them come to your home, meet them, have them look at the damage. A red flag too is if you have someone that gives you a bid or a quote and does not come out to your home to assess it, put the brakes on and research someone else.
And with phones and everybody's got a camera these days, I would think one of the first things you want to do is make sure and document everything, right? So you have all that in a file where you can go to it if you need to?
Absolutely. You want to document everything you have. You can also show this to the insurance company and the contractors. Once you've decided on someone you're going to go with, you want to make sure you have everything you've discussed in writing. Even if there's some type of verbal agreement, make sure it's in the contract. Everything is initialed and signed by both parties.
All right. Great advice, Heather. Thanks so much for being here. Heather Massey with the Better Business Bureau. Great.